Okay, hello. Imperials here again, and I figured I would take you guys on a tour of what I would consider to be a late game grand battle fleet. So again, this is a modded run, so there's going to be stuff appearing here that is not in the base game. Some of it you've seen before, like these guys. Others you haven't. Like this is a modified version of the Odyssey, this is a modified version of the Aurora, this is the ship that I will be piloting. It is probably my favorite ship to drive in the game. Hopefully you'll be able to see why once I get there. But this is a capital ship fleet. I have, oh, and this is a modded ship as well. But I've got Twilight of the Thunder God, the Onslaught. Can take a quick look at how he's kitted out. Hypervelocity drivers, Hellbore cannons, heavy auto cannons, heavy maulers, Annihilator rocket pods. Yeah, I mean, it'll smash things in the face all day long. This guy is a bit more of a specialist. He's got a plasma cannon and a graviton beam and a couple of phase lances. He's a bit more of a support capital ship. Kind of second line. He's got these Reaper torpedo launchers as well to finish things off. We have a Conquest here, which is one of the I find more entertaining capital ships to fly. It can be quite challenging. There's kind of two ways to lay these out because that is a broadside focused. I've chosen to go for mirrored, which is kind of suboptimal, but I prefer it with the AI. The other option would be to stick a whole bunch of point defense on one side and a bunch of bigger guns on the other side because point defense tends to be cheaper. So you can afford to cram heavier weapons in on your combat side. I don't like doing that with the AI because the Conquest has terrible shields and it, in my experience at least, has led to the AI sometimes getting overwhelmed. Now we've got a 14th Battle Group Legion with some top-end fighters and a whole bunch of sort of forward-facing weaponry. This is a very powerful carrier, but it is also extremely effective in a fight as well. I do have this set up a little bit more as a standoff ship, like it's not really meant to get right up in people's faces because it has very little protection in the back, and if it gets surrounded and the engines get taken out, it will go down. Veteran of the Psychic Wars. This is my Cabal modified Odyssey. This is probably my favorite capital ship to fly in the game. It is astoundingly powerful. It'll just melt things quickly. Then we've got the Cabal modified Aurora. The big difference with these is you have more diverse weapon hardpoints. Like you've got these universal hardpoints that lets you put ballistics on them instead of just energy weapons, which lets me do things like cram needlers and railguns and heavy needlers and all that sort of stuff on, because energy will typically struggle a little bit with shields. So by putting the needlers and stuff on, I can demolish shields. This is a fairly standard build for an apogee, not all that unlike what you're running, Lucid. The Death to Eagle here is a pirate modified apogee. Basically swaps out the energy weapons for a bunch of ballistics. I like it. This ship's an experiment. This is the first time I've taken it out. It's sort of a weird combat carrier, kind of high-tech version of a small Legion. It's a cruiser hull. Seems like it's got a fair bit of potential. I mean, those two auto pulse lasers are going to do some damage, and then for once the shields go down, I've got the light phase lances. I threw the advanced optics on because then the phase lances will actually match the range of the auto pulse lasers, which is nice. Couple of salamanders to take out engines, and no point defense, so this ship needs some support. Face Smash is a Dominator class cruiser. It is designed as a get in there and hold the line type of thing. Bunch of heavy ballistics. It's fairly standard. This is a standoff ship. It's got 2 hypervelocity drivers, a tactical laser, and some pilums, yes. Again, kind of designed for long-range support. Here's a Griffin. I don't really like the build on this Griffin, but I want to muck around with it a little bit more, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. Set up mostly as a finisher. It's got these Atropos class torpedoes on the front, and then a hypervelocity driver and a trebuchet to provide long-range support, and these Tornado Hornet launchers because I could put them on. Here's a Pirate class Falcon with Typhoon Reaper launchers I mentioned in the Discord, but this has the potential to do 160,000 damage, assuming all of these Reapers hit, which they won't, but that's still, the potential is there. Safety overhead hammerhead. This is the Cabal version of the Shrike. And then the rest of it is mostly just, got a couple of carriers, and some frigates, some point defense frigates, because I always got to have the point defense frigates. If you've seen any of my other videos, I see them as a key component of any fleet. This is actually quite light on point defense frigates, but I'm not as worried about that because I have so many carriers. That said, I am going to show you what I'm going to be going up against with this. And what I'm going to be fighting is not that, is this dude here. Fajar Bakar, the Tritachyon Deserter, for just under 300,000. He has 3 Astrals, a Doom, and these are modded ships. You saw that one before, and this is basically a baby Astral. I have scouted him already. And he has, I think, 3 more of these. So there's going to be a huge number of fighters on the field. And as a matter of fact, with that in mind, what I might do, since I am presently at my home base, is I am going to rejigger some this guy so that he's more focused on point defense, because that will be helpful. So let's do flat cannon. Oh no, let's do a dual flat cannon. I should have enough ordnance points for that. Flat cannon, heavy mortar. Do I have any dual flat cannons? Oh, yeah. Okay, so strip all his weapons off. He's got a flat cannon on the back, but let's do dual. Small missile turret. What do I want to do with that? Swarmers for anti-fighter duty. Small ballistic. Let's do... Oh, out of ordnance points. I can probably ditch the accelerated shields and lower the capacitors a little bit. Oh, come on. 1 more ordnance point. There we go. And yeah, now this is a PD boat. It's basically there to swat down enemy fighters. This is another PD boat. It's got 2 heavy burst lasers, a flare gun, and a swarmer. The swarmers are really good for taking out fighters. And then, of course, you've got the flat cannons and stuff like that that kind of speak for themselves. So, let's do this. Prepare my ships first. And just very quickly check and make sure I've got enough supplies and stuff. Let's just toss this back into storage, just to keep things tidy. So, show on map. And because I already scouted this, I know that he is... He is on a dust world. Show on map. I can't remember. Volcanic, not faster way to do this is actually Barren, Desert, Crimson. Volcanic, dust. There we go. There's our target. Laying a course. And we will leave, and off we go. I'm in my friendly system now. Let me know if you want me to show you how I built my colony. My colony sucks. Like I was mentioning in the chat on your stream, it basically just exists to provide me with a little bit of passive income to help me rebuild ships as they get demolished. You can see I am slow as all get up because I have so many capital ships in my fleet, but this is a fairly short jaunt to here. And let's go pick a fight on a dust world. Let's go. Move into engage. Continue. Okay, so we can deploy 250. That means the battle is, or the game thinks the battle is even. And I'm going to be capital ship focused. I'm interested in, at least initially, getting some of my... I want him to shield tank, I want him to armor tank. And let's do him for long range support. Put out the flak. And field him. I'm going very light on the frigates because they're easy to bring in as reinforcements if stuff starts dying. I want fighters right now. I want to be able to fight his fighters and win. So yeah, let's deploy. I forgot to show you his fleet, but yeah, so he has the 3 Astrals, the Doom phase frigate, and then he's got about 4 or 5 of the other frigates. He also has a lot of phase destroyers and stuff like that, which is potentially problematic. So I am going to give me a light escort. I'm going to put this guy on my Legion. He's heavy PD. I'm going to put this guy on my Dominator. And I would rather have him go capture that rather than my Dominator. So we'll set up a... Oh, no, we want you there. We'll set up a defend order there. And away we go. My Centurion randomly flying into rocks. So it might be a suboptimal strategy to try and outfighter a carrier fleet like this. The other option would be to focus in on a lot of tough, close-range ships to go and kill the carriers. Oh, I'm getting too far ahead. So since they seem to be taking their time, we will cancel this and push it up further. I'm also going to order a fighter strike on that. And I'm going to start going around to sort out these guys. Fighters tend to do quite a good job against phase ships because they can harass them down. Oh, helps if I put my shields up, you know. That was dumb. Okay, now I'm going to push in. And try to ruin this carrier's day. Carriers are somewhat unsupported right now, so I'm going to punish that. And out we go. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Okay, so one carrier down. Let's throw another defensive order here. Want some of them to stay up top, but this is a developing problem. There's a lot of phase frigates here. These guys are quite tough. I cannot yet get any reinforcements because nobody has died. So I'm going to retreat back, try and group up with the rest of my fleet here. I'm going to have the Legion coming in. He's going to do some serious damage, but I do need to watch out for the phase frigates flanking him. As a matter of fact, I need to watch out for the phase frigates flanking most of my forces here, so. Drop the shield. I'm not venting because I want to be able to sort out. Okay, let's go in. System. Oh, right, I forgot about those guys. Damn it. These guys have a special ability that lets them basically disrupt, basically cause malfunctions. They are a right royal pain sometimes. I had kinetic strike coming in there, so I... Ooh. That's an overload. Mistakes were made. Shit. Ooh. Ouch. Still, not too much hull damage yet. Just wait for my thing to stop flaming out. Okay. Still doing okay. What have I lost? I've lost something. So what can I field? Let's bring... If I wait a little longer, I could bring in... Is there anybody I'd want to retreat out? I don't think so. He'll probably be one that I will retreat out before too much longer, and that would give me enough ordnance points to, or enough recovery points to bring in one of the big boys. Okay, we're back in. Do I want to issue any orders? Yes, I do. Let's throw an engage order on him. Let's throw an engage order on him. I'm going to go back in on this guy because I've got more support right now with Dominator. And if I take him out, I can eliminate that carrier. Cool. So now we kill the carrier. Oh, oh, good. Keep pushing up. He's down. Let's kill this carrier. Or whatever this is. I'm not even sure what it is. Okay. So that guy's down. How am I on? Oh, I could bring in... Let's bring in the Veteran of the Psychic Wars, because it is a beautiful ship to see in action. Oh, an isolated drover. You are about to regret your life choices, my friend. Let's burn in. Oh, Phase Frigate's gonna cause me some problems here. Let's pull back. Beams are really, really good for dealing with phase ships because they force them to stay cloaked, or stay phased, or whatever it is. Okay, we got some more carriers coming in. Let's cancel that defense order. And cancel that defense order. And push them ahead. And Griffin, you get in here and do something useful. Yeah, just eliminate him. You've got safety overrides. Do I really care? You know what? I'm actually just going to cancel that. Let him fart around, do whatever down there. The Apogee should be fine against those. Let's go in and beat up on an Eros. Oh, there's the Doom. So this is a big boy phase frigate. It fires these mines that the Doom just takes patience. Two Reaper torpedoes hit each other in the face. Oh. Zodiacal Light needs to get out of wherever it is. It is in trouble. Retreat, retreat. Try not to die. Okay. Got lots of command points, so let's throw engage orders on the assorted carriers. I'm going to keep playing with this Doom. Right now, I'm just trying to keep him from being in a position where he can really start to mess with the core of my fleet. He's a very dangerous ship to have running around unmolested, and I might actually throw a fighter strike on him. Again, just because fighters will really help keep the pressure up. I've got his flux really high right now, so that helps, but yeah. But he's slowly going down. Those phase lances are doing some work. Might need to back off a smidge though. My flux is getting uncomfortably high. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa. See, that's why the Doom is scary. You notice how I flew right into those mines? Yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, at this point I've basically won the battle. We have won the video game. I'm just gonna go in here and clean up some of this stuff. Finished him off with a Reaper. You are also having a bad time. I really shouldn't overextend like this, because... Yep, that's why. Oh, damn, he blew up good. I hope he's recoverable. Oh, but hey, we can check out the... Here, let's... Just for the last little bit, just so I can show it off, let's... assume command of the Odyssey. I'm going to get there just as the battle ends, aren't I? Yeah, so this is the Odyssey. Yeah, battle's done. So all I had disabled was him. I died, which is sad. But I wiped out 3 Astrals, a Doom, a bunch of these guys, 3 of them, yeah, a whole bunch of other sort of miscellaneous ships. We'll pursue. Order my second in command. Let's just send, and we'll send him, we'll send them, and him. And we killed everybody. Consider ship recovery. Oh, there's a Doom. That is good for my collection. I'm going to take him back too. I was hoping for an Astral. That was the whole reason why I did this. And anything else worthwhile? Degraded engines, faulty power grid. That is fine. Omens are always nice. Do I want to grab him? Structural damage? What do you have? Structural damage, faulty power grid. Let's grab him. And phase destroyer. Degraded engine, compromised hull. We'll just recover that. Take everything. And there we go. There is a late game capital ship battle against some very, very high end ships. Oh. Oops, misclicked. So, yeah. Hope that was informative and or entertaining. Otherwise, cheers.